This is the story of the new National Party rescue missions, always ready to rescue Grenada with resilience, courage, and unwavering leadership. Founded in the early 1980s during a time of great uncertainty, Grenada was still reeling from the aftermath of the revolution, especially the violent way it ended. Fragile and yearning for stability in 1984, leaders from across the region gathered on Union Island with the three existing political parties in Grenada at the time, namely the Grenada National Party, the GNP, led by Herbert Blaise, the National Democratic Party, the NDP, headed by George Brizan, and the Grenada Democratic Movement, GDM, headed by Dr. Francis Alexis. That meeting in Union Island resulted in the formation of the new National Party, the NNP. At the inaugural meeting of the newly formed NNP, Herbert Blaise was elected as the political leader, with our present leader, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell, appointed as the General Secretary. In December 1984, the first parliamentary general elections post-revolution were held. The new National Party won 14 of the 15 seats, and Herbert Blaise was elected Prime Minister. His vision was a united Grenada, with key pillars being economic and infrastructure development, tourism, and strong international relations. His humility and dedicated service to restore our democracy and rebuild our institutions will always be etched in our history. Internal differences between the leaders of the three parties that formed the NNP saw the exit of George Brizan and Dr. Francis Alexis in 1987. They subsequently formed the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, with George Brizan as the political leader and leader of the opposition in Parliament. By 1989, Dr. Mitchell became the leader of the NNP. In 1990, the NNP lost the general elections to the NDC, and Grenada was again faced with major challenges. Grenada's weak growth performance during the period 1990 to 1994 was attributed to a continuous contraction in agricultural output, which declined each year. In addition, the construction industry experienced a major contraction in 1992 due to the sharp fall in public sector investment. In 1993, output declined in the mining and quarrying, construction, and manufacturing sectors, as well as in agriculture. Gross domestic expenditure declined continuously from 117.4% of GDP in 1990 to 102.1% of GDP in 1994. By 1995, the new National Party was called upon by the people of Grenada to perform its second rescue mission under the leadership of Dr. Mitchell. The work of the NNP team and the clarion call for inclusivity during that period of service led to the party's first historic clean sweep victory in 1999. With the exceptional leadership of Dr. Mitchell, the NNP team went on to shape some of the most defining moments in our nation's history post the period of the revolution, leading the country through its darkest hours of two major hurricanes, Ivan and Emily, a world financial crisis, and a pandemic. Grenada suffered damages in excess of 200% of its gross domestic product, GDP, as a result of the hurricanes. Team NNP was charged with the responsibility to manage the rebuilding process in collaboration with the social partners, including the opposition. Worthy of mention are a few of the key Build Back initiatives: distribution of free material support, the reconstruction of 200 homes for vulnerable families, the negotiation of 6 housing schemes, most of which we have today: Soubise, Montrush, St. David's, Diamond, and Beauséjour, rebuilding of 2 national stadiums, negotiation with the U.S. aid to build 1,200 houses. Negotiations with the U.S. aid to finance the cost of homes for 150 families. Cap on gas price. Reduction in property taxes. Provision of planting materials, fertilizers, labor support, equipment, and grant support to farmers to compensate for their lost income. Fisher folks were given grant support to repair their boats, replace engines, other equipment, and to compensate for interim loss of livelihood. The new National Party was asked by the people of Grenada to sit out the period 2008 to 2013 in the governance of the country. But by 2011-2012, the cries of yet another rescue mission were heard. In 2013, in true NNP fashion, we armed ourselves for the battle, and in 2013, we took on the fight and were victorious. From his first entry into Parliament in 1984, Dr. Mitchell's leadership became a symbol of progress, leading to two more historic election victories in 2013 and 2018, where the NNP won all 15 seats. A powerful testament to the unwavering trust and confidence of the Grenadian people. This era of the NNP saw heightened collaboration with our social partners to craft a homegrown structural adjustment program. The key objectives of this program were increase growth, restore fiscal and debt sustainability, strengthen the financial sector, while ensuring that social safety net programs such as the Support for Education, Empowerment and Development SEED program better targeted poor and vulnerable households, and that a targeting instrument was utilized to more objectively identify beneficiaries. During this rescue mission, Team NNP reduced unpaid claims of $100 million and had an average GDP growth rate of 5% and above consistently. The national debt was significantly reduced, moving from 108% of GDP to 57.7% before COVID-19, a drastic decrease in unemployment from over 40% to under 15%. The NNP spearheaded the construction of two national stadiums, expanded the cruise port to accommodate over 300,000 visitors annually, and upgraded more than 1,500 kilometers of farm roads, making life easier for our farmers and boosting agricultural production. In the realm of social progress, the NNP's legacy is undeniable. We brought clean, potable water to over 95% of households, expanded electrification to rural areas, and revolutionized telecommunications, making high-speed internet accessible to schools and homes across the nation. Education was a cornerstone of the NNP's commitment to the nation. The government awarded over 3,000 scholarships, providing access to higher education for students who would otherwise not have the opportunity. Through programs like the Imani, Empower, Project Fly, Youth Biz, Aspire, Reach, and Youth in Agriculture, the NNP empowered thousands of young people with skills training, job placement opportunities, and the chance to build a better future through scholarships and other support programs. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the NNP protected the livelihoods of thousands of Grenadians through physical measures that stabilized the economy and prioritized public health. Over 7,500 families benefited from housing initiatives, and as of June 2022, the NNP was paying pensions to 2,200 retirees with an average annual budget of $75.4 million. These victories were more than just political successes. They were endorsements of NNP's dedication to the people of Grenada. Dr. Mitchell's leadership brought about significant economic progress. Today, Grenada finds itself at another critical crossroad. The current NDC administration's mismanagement has weakened our economy, eroded key institutions, and undone much of the progress the NNP worked so tirelessly to secure. Under the NDC, serious crime and inflation are skyrocketing, the quality of healthcare deteriorating, and the people are once again bearing the brunt of poor governance. As history has shown, when Grenada calls, the NNP is always ready to respond. We stand ready to rescue, rebuild, and restore. This isn't just a mission, it's a promise. From providing water to every home, paving roads that connect communities, and supporting families with housing, to educating our youth and boosting our economy, the NNP has always been the driving force behind Grenada's greatest achievements. The NNP has always been there to rescue Grenada. We are ready to lead again. We will bring Grenada back to stability, prosperity, and unity, lifting our nation to the heights and respect it deserves. Together, we will rescue Grenada because we have done it before and we will do it again.
Rosehill, St. Patrick's East. Good evening to every one of you. We are about to begin another in the series of meetings that we have started since after Carnival. But as per usual, in the house of the new National Party, wherever we are, and in whatever we do, we always like to recognize first and foremost the Almighty God. We then pay respects to our country. We recognize our party. And then those of us who are up here as official speakers coming after. So, to recognize the presence of Almighty God among us this evening, we have no other than Miss Joan Roberts to please come and pray for us. Please, let's reverence God.
Good night, everyone. Let us get ourselves in the mood for prayers. Kind and Heavenly Father, as we come before you this evening to give you thanks, give you praise, give you honor and glory. Thanking you, Father God, for the blessings of the day. Continue to give us the guidance and the protection that we need. Be with each and every one that is here this evening, all our speakers. God, I ask you that let the meeting continue in decency and in order. Take charge over each and every one who is about to bring forth whatever little they have. Take charge over each and every one who is here to listen. Help us that we may give our listening ears and that we may give good feedback. Thank you so much for caring, for hearing and answering prayer in Jesus' name. Let everyone say amen.
Amen. Amen. And as per usual, wherever you are, let's now pay the respects to our country. And we can all join at the beginning of the music in singing the national anthem. Thank you very much. And we move on. Let us now recognize our party. And Mr. DJ, please bring us the music and let's join in. The DJ's finger, let me stick it to me. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Thank you, all of you, every one of you that is willing to fight for the NNP, to fight for your rights, to fight for a better Grenada that we know we can have, where everyone can have an opportunity to thrive and to survive. Thank you, Rosil. Thank you. I want to recognize on platform at this time, we are still awaiting our political leader and others to join us. But we have with us Dr. Clarice Mother-Scoring, who is the present representative and had been the representative for St. Mark's, a royal lady for a very long time. Of course, we have with us our Mr. DJ, let's get some music as we welcome our political leader, Sister Emmeline. Emmeline Pierre. I should join us. We are very happy. Our political leader is here with us now. And then we have with us our dear brother, who is the caretaker for St. Patrick's West, your sister and neighboring constituency, Brother Gilani Glynn. And up on platform as well is your own caretaker for this area and this constituency, St. Patrick's East, Brother Bertrand John, BJ, as we know him. Let's have a rusty longer for Claude. And with us on platform this evening as well, we have a former representative for this constituency, St. Patrick's East, and someone who hails right from this community, Brother Pablo Clifton John, as we know him. And at this time, I will invite Brother John to please. Paul, sorry. Well, I thought you and BJ was brothers. It is my bad. So I give her John. He's your brother, but not the same father. Yes? Clifton Paul. My bad, and I'm sorry. I apologize. And I'm inviting him to come to microphone, of course, to welcome all of you to his beautiful village.
Thank you very much, Brother Bola, MC, for this evening's proceedings. And let me begin by saying a pleasant evening to every one of you. I have a very simple task, and that of welcoming every one of you to one of the most beautiful and one of the better communities in St. Patrick, that little village of Rosehill. We are very happy people and welcoming people. Let me first of all recognize the people on the platform here this evening. We have our political leader, Honorable NNP, the mother of the house, Honorable Clarice Modest, Brother Giuliani Glynn, the caretaker for St. Patrick West, Brother Butchwan John BJ, the caretaker for St. Patrick East, and we have just taken her seat, Sister Kate from Northeast St. Andrew. And we have the Grand Master to join us shortly, our former political leader and Prime Minister. And we have here too Sister Lorena Waldron. So let me take the opportunity to welcome every one of you to Rose Hill. We are expected to have a very exciting time and a very fruitful and successful meeting this evening. The other side said, information will be given on a need-to-know basis, but we of the new National Party, we are taking and bringing the information to you. We're not waiting on them. And we have very capable people here, very capable people in the new National Party to bring the information and the truth to you. The new National Party has been tried, tested, and proven. And we have done it in the past, and we will do it again. Because, brothers and sisters, as you know, the new National Party is the vanguard party of the working class people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. We care about the marginalized. We care about our young people. We care about our poor and vulnerable people. And we have done numerous things in the past for our people. Many of our social programs, many of the training programs, and quite a lot have been done, projects, programs to uplift our people, our young people. And brothers and sisters, in 2022, we have made a very serious mistake, and we regret the mistakes we have made. But my friends, we cannot give up. We cannot give up. And we will do it, and we will do it again. So once again, let me say thank you, and let me say a hearty and warm welcome to every one of you, and enjoy the meeting this evening. Thank you very much.
That was Brother Clifton Paul. The man sung in good still. You want to come back on the platform? I thought Pablo said you retire. Anyway, thank you, Pablo. We know. Yes, you can't stay quiet. Once you are NNP, you can't say, oh, let us say, we can sit down, sit down. Anyway, this evening I can't sit down because I have a full house. Yes, a full house. And they had to bring information to you. So, we're starting off. 25 of us? You people are jokes. There are some young people, young, brilliant people. Wherever we go, they open the baton. The captain say, put them first. Let them make runs. Yes? So when more senior people like me go in the wicket, we ain't have to bat plenty. So to bring information to us and to start this evening's meeting, I want to bring to you a young and intelligent man. He hails from St. Patrick's. He hails, in fact, from St. Patrick's West. Brother Giuliani Glynn, please put your hands together as he starts.
The Grenadian rebirth is truly on its way. The deliverance that we promised steadily continues and will be expanded.
We know we are, but we Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to recognize in our presence our leader of His Majesty's Opposition, political leader of the New National Party, Honorable NNP. En route, our former Prime Minister and political leader, current party chairman, Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell. Our chairman for this evening and our party general secretary, Brother Roland Bola. Parliamentary rep and mother of the house, as they say, for St. Mark, Honorable Clarice Modest Cohen. Parliamentary rep for St. Andrews Northeast, the unstoppable Kate Skeeter Louis Peters. My colleague and brother from the north, your very own Butran John, more affectionately known as BJ. Members of the executive who are here, party members, those of you gathered here this evening, those joining us online, thank you for being here. Good evening to all of you gathered here at Rosehill, St. Patrick's East. It is an honor to stand before you as the appointed caretaker for St. Patrick's West, representing the new National Party. I am here this evening to share our concerns and our vision for our communities and our nation, with special focus on agriculture and fisheries. Growing up in St. Patrick West, I have witnessed firsthand the challenges and triumphs of our farmers and fisher folk. My journey has been shaped by values of hard work, integrity, and the spirit of farmers like my grandfather, who received an OBE award for agriculture and was a farmer his entire life. I remember learning so much from him as we helped him cultivate over 20 acres of farmland. My father before him, although more popularly known for his achievements in sports and education, who also farmed over 11 acres of land. And now the mantle falls on me. These values have guided me through my life, and I will continue to use them to help serve you, the people of St. Patrick. Our farmers and fisher folk are proud and hardworking, but we face significant challenges here in St. Patrick in particular that require immediate attention. Would you believe there are farmers in St. Patrick who are yet to receive their hurricane burial relief monies? Facts. And they have done what was required of them. And no, there is no money sitting in the Ministry of Finance or in the Ministry of Agriculture with their names on it. They are yet to receive any assistance from this government regarding the hurricane burial relief. Farmers can't return to their lands owing to debris still covering their plots. I had a conversation with a retired teacher, only recently retired. And he was saying to me that his intention was to use part of his retirement monies and invest in the lands that his father has left for him. But to this day, he cannot even enter the land because there is so much fallen trees and debris that it is dangerous for him to do so. And he has not received any help from farm support of persons to help him to clear up and clean up. And the little bit of monies that they received is nowhere close to being enough to help you if you have large-scale lands. Monies have run out, and some farmers can't even replant as yet. Farmers will tell you the $5,000 they received and the $9,000 they received, by the time they buy equipment and they pay farm labor to clear up the land, the money's done. What are they supposed to now use to buy planting material and to reinvest in the planting and recultivation of their lands? No new farm roads in St. Patrick since this new administration has come in place. Not one. And the roads that we have, the roads, for example, like the mountain road that connects Shantimel all the way over to Montreal, poorly maintained, bamboo over the road, the grass taller than me. It is dangerous for vehicles to traverse there because vehicles moving in either direction now have to drive in the middle of the road and around corners. That is a danger. And if our farmers can't have access to the lands, how are they supposed to bring in the planting material? How are they supposed to remove their products from the land and bring it to market? There has been no new programs or incentives for farmers as cost of production continue to rise. Rising cost in fertilizer, planting material, animal feed, and agricultural inputs. No new markets for our farmers, resulting in local farm produce being more expensive. The goat, sheep, and pig program, the GSP, is far out of reach for most of our local farmers, given the cost of the requirements that it takes to have access to those animals. We can't afford it. St. Patrick's farmers can pay $5,000 and $3,000 for goat and pig and sheep. It is out of reach for us. Friends, and this is no laughing matter, although I chuckle, because sometimes I wonder what is happening in St. Patrick. In a recent GIS report, where the representatives for St. Patrick's East and West spoke about their accomplishments, one of the areas they touched on was agriculture, receiving some items, equipment, and so on, donated from a Middle Eastern country to the farmers here. In the report, there is nice video and presentation of equipment and things handing out to the farmers. But I challenge each and every farmer here today, each and every farmer viewing online, go to the 4 community center right now and see what is under lock and key and heavy security inside of that building. The community does not even have access to the community center. You can't have what we call a happy hour after a funeral there. You can't have a meeting inside there because we have to take hired security to put there to secure the same stuff that was donated for our farmers. Meanwhile, our farmers are sitting here in St. Patrick's, the farmers in Chambord, the farmers in Shantimel, the farmers in Montreal and Montrich, begging for equipment, begging for help, so that they can go back to the land and restart the cultivation and the resilience that they are known for. We are no beggars. We are not pleading. We deserve better from a government that says they will transform Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. We are calling for our share of transformation. We want to see it here. We want it present. Friends, it only gets worse, you know. Because now I'm about to talk about fishing. Friends, I don't even want to go so far into this impending ban that is coming for shipping our fishes to North America. Day before, I spoke to a fisherman, young fisherman, worked several years on cruise ship, took his monies, reinvested, bought a trawler. Come back home trying now to build his house and take care of his family. And he said to me, I'm not asking for much. I understand that we have had lapses in some areas and we are under threat. But to this day, no one has come to us. No one is saying anything. I am scared. I am concerned. I don't know what to do. What are the changes I need to make? Is there stuff I need to order? He said, recently I went to China. I could have gotten stuff there. Nobody is saying anything to me. I do understand that to protect the trade, I'm going to have to make some further investment. But at least somebody needs to have the decency to approach me as a young man, investing, putting my life at risk, going out into the ocean, trawler fishing, trying to get support. Where is the care? Where is the support? None whatsoever. And now you look at the fish market in Sept. Oh my God. Since 2024 June, the fishermen lockers were completed. To this day, not one has been handed over to the fishermen. Since June last year, the equipment for the cold room has been sitting in boxes inside the fish market. Cannot be set up to this day. Cannot be utilized by the fishermen. And you want to know why? You'll never believe. The door for the cold room, it needs to be replaced. 1 year and months, and we cannot find a door and a door frame to replace the one that is there so the fishermen could have a cold room for the fish. And you want to know what's worse? The company who made the cold room door, the name of the company and the address is on the front of the old door that is still up. That is the kind of transformation that they want to bring to us. That is the kind of respect that they have for our farmers. That is the kind of love and concern that they are showing and the kind of support they are giving to our fishermen. 3 weeks now, the ice machine is not working in Sept. What are our fishermen supposed to do? We have a jetty, you have a hole bigger than Granite Tank. The jetty is falling apart. It's a hazard. Not even a sign up to say, don't go there. The fishermen still have to take risks and chance to use it. That is the love. That is the support that we're getting. That is the transformation that they're delivering for us. Friends, as I close, let me just share with you a few things. We're not here to just complain and point out what they're not doing. We could point out what they're not doing because we know better. We could point out what they're not doing because we've done better in the past. And if you want to talk about fishing facilities, well, now you're talking NNP. Because when you look at the fishing facilities in St. George's, you look at the fishing facility in Grenville, you look at the fishing facility in Guave, New National Party has been the one behind that, working on behalf of our fishermen. If my memory serves me right, and probably Sister Modest could correct me here, she was the one instrumental in getting the ice machine that fishermen use and ask for supply, and all the communities from Sept to Guave in St. Mark. Herself and Brother Dabrio. That is the work of the New National Party. That is the care of the New National Party. That is what we have delivered. The same mountain road from Chantimel to Montreal, paved and delivered by the New National Party. Farm labor support was given to our farmers. Even I as a farmer received it under the New National Party so we could have increased production. We had subsidizing of the cost of farming inputs and fertilizers under the New National Party, helping our farmers reduce input costs so that we could keep the price of our local produce down for local consumption. Training programs to boost local food production and agro-processing, New National Party. Improve facilities island-wide, as I've mentioned before. We have always viewed agriculture as a national security issue, and we have always given it the priority it deserves. Can we do more? Sure. Will we do more? Absolutely. You can count on the New National Party for real transformation you can see and touch. Friends, as we look forward, we want a Grenada where farming and fishing is profitable again. With renewable infrastructure, fair market access, and programs to incentivize our youth to get into farming and fishing. I have walked this land. I have been in Chambo. I have been in River Sally. I have been in Montrose. I have been in Chantimel, Davie. And the cry out, all our farmers and fisher folk are the same. We want assistance. We want attention. We want our fair share. So let me stand resolute here today, alongside my political leader and the team of the New National Party, and say to you boldly that the New National Party is here The new National Party is prepared. We are willing to work on your behalf. This isn't about me. This isn't about just individuals. It is about our people, our community, our pride, our decency. It is about a better and a progressive Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. But friends, we cannot do it alone. We need you. We need your support. So I ask you to take a stand. Stand for fairness and equitable distribution of our resources to ensure we have national food security and affordable prices. That we maintain expected we maintain expected international standards and seek out new export markets for our farmers and fishermen. Stand, my brothers. Stand, my sisters. Stand, our people. Stand, St. Patrick's West. Stand, St. Patrick's East. Stand with the new National Party for a progressive Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique for all. Thank you, and may God bless you.
The delivery that we promised steadily continues. And we
Brother Glynn.
We know how we are, but we don't know how we go get.
Gilani Glynn. Getting better by the minute, by the hour, by the day, by the week. Yes, NNP is a powerhouse. We just need to do what we ought to do. Make sure you get registered and those around you are registered. Check the voters list all the time. Mr. DJ, give us the music. Our past political leader, our past prime minister, our chairman is here. Dr. the Right Honorable Kit Mitchell.
Wake somebody, tell somebody, knock on the door by somebody. And when you say, call somebody, wake somebody, tell them we vote in NNP election day.
All right, and I hope we vote NNP and we cause all our friends and family to vote NNP. Check the voters list regular. Make sure your name is on. And we're moving the iron hot. Yes, man, and it's going to get hotter. Yes, because I'm bringing her. I'm bringing her on right now. Yes, she's my parliamentary representative. Young, growing lady. Let's make noise for Sister Kate Skeeter Louis Peter.
Solid and the pillar strong. Don't stop the progress.
We're moving on,
The house solid
and the pillars strong.
don't stop the progress.
They could cuss on Facebook all they want. They cannot stop the NNP progress. Tell them cuss and carry on. And when they count in tonight, I hope they get the 25 they're looking for. NNP! Let's say it a little bit louder. NNP! St. Patrick East! My team from St. Andrew Northeast! Just tell them, call it, because we know we will win. Brothers and sisters, let me first recognize on the platform tonight our distinguished political leader. And I've been saying it because I know she will be our first female Prime Minister, the Honorable Emmeline Pear, our past political leader and current party chairman, a former Prime Minister, a man they can't stop talking about because his legacy is great. Dr. the Right Honorable, the only Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. My sister, the mother of the House of Parliament, Dr. Clarice Modest Cohen. Caretaker for St. Patrick West, Brother Jelani Glynn. And caretaker for St. Patrick East, Brother BJ. Also on the platform, Brother Pablo. And I see Mr. Baptiste there. I know he's going to bring something hot tonight. I'm looking forward to hear what he has to say. because I know they're afraid him too. Brothers and sisters, let me hear that again. NNP! We sounding good and we looking good. They can't stop us. Brothers and sisters, tonight, I speak to you as a mother, as a teacher for many years, and as a mentor who listens to you every day, to your stories, because I feel your pain, and I see the worry in your eyes every day, because most of you do not know what tomorrow will bring. You see, brothers and sisters, I know the struggles that you are facing right now. And I know the hurt of many parents who cannot stretch the meager paycheck to the end of the fortnight and the end of the month. And those who have lost their paycheck from since June of 2022. I know the despair of our young people, those who have worked hard on their qualifications but cannot find a job. And you see, the Caribbean Development Bank tells us what we already know and feel. Grenada is ranked among the highest in the Caribbean for youth unemployment. Brothers and sisters, this is not just a number on a page. These are your sons and your daughters, your nieces and your nephews who are sitting at home with resumes, losing hope. And what has this government done? What have they done? Every year since 2022, they cut the budget for youth development, reducing it by over $20 million. At the very moment when our young people needed more, instead they cut and reduced the budget for youth. And instead of investing into the future of our young people, they're only giving a set of short-term training program that will disappear in thin air. And what happens? It cannot build any sustainable opportunities for our young people. So yes, our young people are crying out for opportunities. Remember, CDB told us that Grenada ranks among the highest for youth unemployment in the Caribbean. But this government, they expect us to clap for short-term training programs that would lead to nowhere. They take their photos, they send out press releases. Then what happens? Our young people goes back home, goes back to the street, goes back on the block, still unemployed, losing hope. But I must say to you that under the new National Party, our young people had many opportunities, because what we did, we launched many programs that placed thousands and hundreds of young people into real jobs. We invested in scholarships and skills development, helping our brightest young minds reach their fullest potential. Today, they are community leaders. They are civil servants. They are leaders in their own rights. And that is because the new National Party invested in the young people of this country. This is what real investment looks like. Brothers and sisters, let's talk about education. Because they like to boast about free tuition as if this is something that never happened before. But let me tell them the facts, that free tuition has been provided throughout the years and even under our administration. But we did it different. We did it better. It was a better policy for education access for everyone. We provided free tuition to those who couldn't afford it, because that left resources to provide transportation and meal allowance for those children. How can you expect a young person to remain in school if they can't afford bus, if they cannot afford lunch? It is no surprise, my brothers and sisters, that the level of dropouts in TAMCC and NULO is rising because they are frustrated. And did you see the amount of them that they turn into gambling? The news showed it last week. That is because they're looking for $1. They're looking for $1 to pay the bus to go home. They're looking for $1 to buy their lunch. Brothers and sisters, our young people have been neglected, and our young people deserve much better. And you know, they want you to believe that this free tuition is for everyone. It is not. Just as the students who sign up for the technical subjects, who sign up at the technical department, that they have to pay their own tuition fees. They don't want you to know that. But they know the truth. You know the truth. And we know the truth, and we must speak the truth. And what about the school feeding program? They removed the $1. And they had no plan, but they just wanted a headline. They wanted a photo op. So now the cooks in schools are scrambling to provide a hot meal for the children. Some days they go without meals. Ask the principals in the various schools, and if they are honest, they will speak the truth. I heard for the new school term, they provided meats. So we expect the children to eat meat alone? Yes, I heard that they're afraid, but you must speak the truth, because only the truth will set you free. And let us be real, brothers and sisters. The cost of living. I remember they said, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up. But we did not realize that everything that we depend on, all our basic needs were going up under this so-called transformation government. Because flour gone up, sugar gone up, electricity gone up, water bill gone up. How do they expect us to survive? And you know, they turn a blind eye to everything that has been happening. And do you know that the attackers and their defenders on social media say, that's okay, it's happening all over the world. But this is not what we put you today to do. You have to solve the problem. If everything is going up, you need to find solutions to bring it down so that our people can afford it. Tonight, let us say to them, and I want you to shout out loud and clear, that enough is enough. Let me hear you say enough is enough. Because the new National Party, we are ready. We have been tried, tested, and proven. And we are ready to fight for you all, brothers and sisters, all of you Grenadians. We are ready to fight for your children. We are ready to fight for your livelihoods, to fight for a Grenada where everyone can live comfortably. Let me ask you, and I want you to answer me, are you ready to fight for a brighter future? Are you ready to get rid of this government in office? Are you ready to take back Grenada for its people? Grenada, St. Patrick East, this is your moment. This is our moment. Let us rise together with one voice. Let us rise together as one people, and let's take back our future. So let me hear you say it again. Enough is enough. Hold on. There are some people at the back of the class. Let's say it for them to hear. Enough is enough. Because the new National Party is ready. And we, together, we will rescue Grenada. Because we will win the next general election. Brothers and sisters, I thank you. I love you. Good night.
Don't stop the progress. We moving on. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. Take a good look around.
Kate, Skeeter, Louis, Peters, plenty name. Because she have plenty fire. And she ready. Are you ready to take back Grenada? Are you ready? Really ready? Yes. And when the man say, we need Gideon boots and khaki suit, you already have your suit, and your boots. But get down and let's start working. Because the noise in the square here alone will not do the work for us. We need to go out there and champion the cause of the new National Party, house by house, person by person, ensuring that they are registered, ensuring the name is on the voters list, ensuring that they are ready and you make the connection to get them to the polling station on election day so that they can cast the vote for the new National Party that will steer this country back to prosperity. We have a gentleman in our midst. Well, we are gentlemen, a lot of them. A lot of them. Yes, let me be correct. Let me be pluralistic with my words because he's not one man. But there's a particular one who played a great role in ensuring that our farmers and fishermen over the years got the service that they needed, got the opportunities that they wanted to not only make them and their livelihood better, but to make Grenada a better place by bringing in millions of dollars in foreign affairs. He was a former Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, the former representative for St. Andrews Southwest. He's here to tell you and explain to you what his role was under the new National Party to bring progress to the fisher folks and farmers of this country. I want you to put your hands together and welcome Brother Michael Baptiste as he speaks to us on fisheries.
The house is the symbol for the NNP party. We go.
One, two, down a little. We're not here for karaoke tonight. the political leader of the new National Party, Sister Evelyn Pierre, former Prime Minister of Grenada, the Right Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell, the parliamentary arm of the new National Party, other members of the platform, a pleasant evening to each and every one of you here this evening. You know, I came in here this evening and immediately scores of people asking if Brother Jude has something next door, if the karaoke is on next door. It's not tonight, it's on the 27th. That is when we usually come here. We hear from more important business, brothers and sisters. I am here this evening because our country, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, is sliding down a precipice. And it's sliding fast. I am here this evening because I am here to give you the information as to what your representative here in St. Patrick's East and the other one in St. Patrick's West is doing to you. Not just the people of St. Patrick's East and West, but the entire Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. You know, I listened to Brother Dennis Cornwall. Someone have to pull him in the corner and tell him, Grenada's foreign policy, Grenada business should not be discussed under the influence of River Antoine. You know, brothers and sisters, the new National Party has set the foundation in agriculture and fishing. In spite of all the old talk that you hear, that Dr. Mitchell and NNP did nothing for agriculture and they don't like agriculture, that's just a plain lie. There is no party in Grenada that has done more for agriculture and fishing than the New National Party. I don't want to take much of my time going back to the history because I have a 10-minute sting here. In 1995, when the New National Party came into office, and I was part of the government at the time, the whole of Grenada was wiped out with the millibug left over by the National Democratic Congress. We did not cry, we did not panic. We didn't go on Facebook. We went to work, and less than a year and a half, we brought the millibug under manageable control. The banana industry had collapsed. And as Dr. Mitchell standing here, he can tell you. We stood up. And in 1998, the trucks roll out of Belvedere, Windsor, Clocher, and Chantilly, brothers and sisters. If time permits, we're going to talk about him a little later on. Now, the New National Party faced several challenges when we came into office. In 1995, in fisheries, there was over 200 trawlers, fishing trawlers, licensed by the National Democratic Congress, fishing in our waters, depleting our stocks. There's a company, an agency in the United States called ICAT, International Convention for the Conservation of Atlantic Tuna. Immediately, they was about to place us on a ban because they say for a small island state, we overfishing. We did not panic. We assembled a team head by a minister. And we journeyed to Portugal where they were meeting. And we brought the data to them and we say, those are illegal trawlers. We brought to them the data we had as to the fishermen from Gove, Grenville, Grand Mall, Soubise, and immediately we resolved that problem. We did not cry. We didn't call no names. We faced the problem head on and we solved that. Again, we faced other problems with CITES, where they said we were exporting turtle and lambi and all of that, and they wanted to place us on a ban. We went to these organizations and we said, look, we have strict conservation measures in Grenada, and we will give you a management plan as how we manage the stocks of turtle and lambi in our area. They accepted it, and we leave happy with their decision. And brothers and sisters, after the WTO kicked in some regulations that we could not ship banana to Europe as we used to, the New National Party, under leadership in the Ministry of Agriculture, identify an export crop called the soursop. You know, I see today with great pride young men with a coconut knife on top of a van, and they're going around, they picking soursop. Rose Hill, Montreach, River Sally, and everybody. That was made possible by the New National Party. And let me tell you what happened. When we started shipping soursop, the United States, US FDA, they said Grenada soursop had internal feeders. And they was about to place a ban on us. Again, as minister, I huddled with the Minister of Finance. And I said we need to do something immediately. We huddled, we put together a team. We journeyed to Washington. And we had discussions with the U.S. Secretary for Agriculture, which is the equivalent of the Minister of Agriculture in Grenada. And we plead our cause. And we said to him, we are a small island developing state. Our economy is shambled. We no longer can ship bananas. We are just coming from the millibug devastation. And we're asking you to have mercy on Grenada. Remember, we did not cuss them. We're going to get to that a little later on. We did not cuss them. And when the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture looked us in the eyes and he said, what do you want from me? Calm, I said, sir. We're asking for a 90-day reprieve in the execution of that order. And we're asking you to send technicians from US FDA, send them to Grenada so that they could see for themselves what we are doing here in Grenada to make soursop exportable to America. Again, we huddled with the then Minister of Finance, Dr. Mitchell. And we said we need to build sanitary and phytosanitary measures. And we did so in marketing board that they discard now, they dismantle marketing board. Because you see, the guy who did that, he does not understand the contribution of agriculture and fisheries to the local economy and ordinary people. The U.S. sent some people down to Grenada. And in 3 days, we sacrificed over 100,000 pounds of soursop. And they were satisfied. And you know what happened today? Under the new National Party, Grenada is the only country in the world that can export. And you know, when they get it, they say, Dr. Mitchell didn't like agriculture. But after we got that breakthrough, again we huddle with him and we say, you have to make more funds available so that the propagation station in Maribor can produce more soursop plant, so every farmer that needs a soursop plant, he can get it free. And you see the soursop growing. You think it's bat that just fly and drop it from here to there? No. Not at all. It was an orchestrated plan with mature, visionary leadership at the time under the new National Party. Well, I know you don't only want to hear about agriculture. You heard the thing, whether it was pre-their larceny. And I have to touch that because, you know, I see they're making a big fuss about the pre-their larceny today. Let me tell you how the pre-their larceny started. There was a guy here in St. Patrick's by the name of McLeish. He started a farm watch. He invited me as Minister of Agriculture. I saw what was happening and I said, you know what? We don't think it's a good idea for farmers to work all day and night, all day, and at night time, instead of staying home with their wives, they have to go and watch their farm. So I spoke with the then Minister of National Security, Dr. Mitchell. And he advised me he's going to talk to the then Commissioner of Police, Fifth Tribe, Bido. He talked to Commissioner Bido, and the police got involved under the new National Party. the police took control of the Prix de Lassane. And we did not stop there. We went into Parliament and we started a Prix de Lassane fund. Again, the Minister of Finance made a $5 million available as a startup in the Prix de Lassane fund. And I have vivid recollections as to how that went. The first recipient from that Prix de Lassane fund was a guy named Skipper Clouden. Doc, you remember him? He had some watermelon in Lasajes. It was vandalized, and he came to the ministry steaming. And I calm him down and say, Skipper, hold it a little bit. We sent out a valuator, and they evaluate the loss for $12,000 or more. Again, I huddle with the Minister of Finance, because the money is coming from finance. I impress upon him that there's a gentleman named Skipper Clouden whose farm was vandalized. And we estimate the loss to be 12,000. And with no hesitation at all whatsoever, the then Minister of Finance, Dr. Mitchell, made that check available to Skipper Clouden. Mr. Chairman, how are you doing time-wise? You see, I ain't get started yet, because I didn't come to Andal and Cornwall good yet. My time done already. Who time? Huh? Oh my goodness. A good Samaritan here. Say I could take your time. Put your hands for Brother BJ. What? Andal and Cornwall, the two representatives for St. Patrick's East and West, has caused untold damages to you, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, especially you, the young people. And let me tell you how. When Cornwall could say to the United States of America, take your visa and stick it, Cornwall was not just talking for himself, he was talking on behalf of we, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. That is not the language. When Deacon Mitchell, and you know, the man want to be like Maurice Bishop so much, I don't know. Maybe they should find Maurice Bishop's body, dig it up, and put Bishop head over his body. When Deacon Mitchell is standing and telling the United States of America, Grenada is not your checkpoint. Grenada is not in your backyard. And we are a sovereign state. He's driving a nail in the coffin of you, the young people who want to migrate to the United States of America. Brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter how much toilet they give you. It doesn't matter how much roads they build. When the United States of America is against any country in the world, a lot of bad things has happened to that country. Every one of you here in Rose Hill and Grenada have a friend in America. I want to say to Andal and Cornwall, you are not representing yourself. We have an SGU that was brought here by the late great Harry Gary. $100 million entity. We have American Airline. We have JetBlue. We have our Sept. And now you know the problem with fisheries. I told you earlier, when we had problem with any agency regarding agriculture or fisheries, we had such a friendly relation with the United States immediately. We can go to the United States and sit down and talk. We have an impending ban now on fishing. You believe Cornwall could go in America? I don't hear that. Well, where you go pass? And America take it easy? So people of Rose Hill, if a man representing you and he cannot represent you with the United States of America, it's time that you jump that representative. Did you hear what I say? Did you hear what I say? No, you don't. I'm saying to you that it's time that Andal and Cornwall must go, and they must go now. Unconfirmed reports. Over 70 Grenadians went to the U.S. Embassy for the visa. Hello? And they don't get it. We have reports now that graduates from SGU that want to go to the United States to do their internship, they are being turned away. My people of Rose Hill, St. Patrick's, is that the type of representation that you want? I'm not hearing you. Did I hear that? Well, tonight we're calling on Deacon Mitchell. You need to fire Andal and Cornwall. You need to tell the United States of America that Andal was talking as if he still believes he's on an MBPM platform. All right. I remember when we stand on the platform with Uncle Gary, he never wanted us to use a cordless mic. He wanted to use a cord because, at the time, he was having some visual problem. So he will hold the cord, and when he feel you day too long, he go. Uncle, go. When you feel the cord tightening up on you. But, brothers and sisters, it's been a long time I've been in the departure lounge and watching the proceedings. But when I look at those in the arrival terminal, as a patriotic Grenadian, whatever differences that myself and Dr. Mitchell may have had before, Grenada does not belong to me and Dr. Mitchell. It is time for us to fight not for the new National Party, but to restore normalcy to Grenada, Carriacou.
Louder, we need to give him. Louder
Exercise your
applause.
rights and vote for us.
That was
NNP will always put you
Brother
first.
Michael Baptiste. Giving you a little bit of history, but also telling you what you need to do to get a better future. Understanding that more than half of what you hear from these people are just lies and make-up story. That was the real thing. Because he was involved. He was there. And he has told his story tonight. So we know what we must do now. We would understand better who cares and who just want photo up. Who want to play boss, knocking the chest. Take your visa if you want. Well, if it was only your visa they're taking, well, I don't know. I wasn't drinking with him, so I can't say like you. Can't say like you. But anyway, we got to move. We got to move. The man cut his time because he said Brother Baptiste was so good, he could take half of his time. So, Rosehill, St. Patrick's this, NNP Massive. I want to bring to you the next man you must vote for when Cornwall resign. Brother Baptiste called for him to go now. Because the longer he stay, you know, like if you have termites and you don't get rid of it right away, the longer they stay, the worse it becomes for you. Yes? Not so? Right. So, the next man you're going to vote for, the person who would lead you into victory to make sure that not just Rosehill, but St. Patrick's as a whole and Grenada overall gets better representation. Put your hand together for Brother Bertrand John BJ.
Wake them, wake them. Tell them. We voting NNP again. Call them. Wake them. Tell them. Go out there and call somebody. Wake somebody. Tell somebody. Knock on the door by somebody. And when you say, call somebody. Wake somebody. Tell them we voting NNP election day.
NNP! When we win, what we gonna do? We're working together. Mr. Bola, thank you. Thank you very much for this kind and warm introduction. I want to say good night to our political leader, Sister Emmeline Pierre. Let's give her a big round of applause. And I know Mr. Michael Baptiste took away all your energy, but we can do better than that. Louder, ladies and gentlemen. Our next Prime Minister, Sister Emmeline Pierre. I also want to recognize our past Prime Minister and Chairman of the new National Party. Let's big him up in a special way. And to you, the beloved people of St. Patrick's East, let me hear you. Let me hear you one more time. Tonight, colleagues, tonight, brothers and sisters, I stand here not to play politics or to make empty promises. I know that's what politicians good at. I hear your cry, and I felt your pain, and I share your frustration. That's why I'm here. I face the same things that you face at home. I know what you are going through. I know the struggles that you are going through every single day in your school, in your homes, and in your communities. I know sometimes that you would get up during the night and wonder if tomorrow will be better or it will be worse. And sometimes you are confused. We all go through that together. Colleagues, brothers and sisters, this present government say they are delivering. I want to ask one question. What it is that they are delivering? Somebody need to tell me. Somebody need to tell me. Electricity seems to be going up. Everything, our food bill seems to be going up. As you break $100, it done. You don't buy anything, but it done, ladies and gentlemen. Our farmers and our fisher folks are left to struggle on their own. Our young people are searching for opportunities. The opportunities that I promised you just before 2022. And it's almost 4 years now, and I haven't seen it coming. So I'm just wondering, is that a better future that they promise us? Well, that's all they can do is to promise. Make false promises. No, we deserve better than that, colleagues. Brothers and sisters, we deserve better than that in our country. We deserve better than that in our constituency. That's not the Grenada we are going to leave behind for our children. And mark my words, it's not going to happen. Not under my watch. Colleagues, I want you to remember this. You have seen better days, and I have seen better days. Better days under the new National Party. We have walked the road of progress together. We built opportunities. We have created jobs. We open up new doors for young people. We built infrastructure. We expand our housing stock in Grenada here. And you know what the agents of the devil would have done? After we have a hurricane that ravaged our sister island in Carriacou, the house that we would have built for the poor and the needy and the vulnerable in our country, what they would have done with it? They would have sold it to their friends. And they would have leave us under tents and tarpaulin and our children to struggle under tents. Somebody said donkeys living there now. Gentlemen, brothers and sisters, ladies, we could do better than that. As a people, we can do better than that. I am not here telling you things and making up story. I am here telling you and giving you an outline as to the history of our country. Our recent history would have shown us in no uncertain terms that the new National Party is the best political party in this country. Our brothers and sisters, listen to me very carefully. I want you to follow me on this one. Our position is not a defeat. It's just a time for preparation. We are preparing with you to rescue this country and put it back on a path of growth, on a path of opportunity, to create dignity for all, ladies and gentlemen. But to do that, you know something? I cannot do it alone. And the new National Party cannot do it alone. We need everybody. The power lies in your hands, in your vote. And that is why I'm asking each and every one of you to get registered. Do not wait. Encourage your family. Encourage your neighbors. Bring your friends, as somebody would have said. And when the time comes, we must arise as one people. and send a very clear and defined message. And that message would state, enough is enough. We had enough. I am not here for no games, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not in this position because I want to be seen. I am here because of you, because of the beloved people of St. Patrick's East. I am here because of the lovely people of Rose Hill and River Sally and the surrounding areas. And tell you what, with all that is going on, I refuse to stand by and don't do anything. Hence the reason I am here. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, NNP has always been a party of the people. That's why I'm here. And with your support, we will once again be the government of this country. Building opportunities, restoring trust, putting our country back where it belongs, and putting power in the hands of the people. So let us rise together. Let us register together. And when the day comes, let us march together. Not just to cast a vote, but to secure a future for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of speakers tonight. And tell you what, I know we had Brother Michael Baptist with us tonight. And I know we had Sister Emmeline with us tonight. And Sister Emily would have called me, BJ, you would need to speak about agriculture. Well, when you have Michael Baptist and Brother Jelani, what do you want me to talk about again? Hence the reason I give them my time so I could speak less. Brothers and sisters, have a good night. You know I love you to the bone. And you know I'm standing for you. And I'm by your side and I'm not going anywhere. And this, I'm not going anywhere. And tell you what, it is time we take back our country. It is time we have a defined and a definite future for the young generation. The next generation in our country, we cannot leave Grenada the way it is for them. We have to restore a sense of dignity, a sense of pride in our country. Brothers and sisters, have a good night. Take care. I may love you to the bone.
You're crazy. You're mad. Say back, we ain't going back, we ain't going back, we ain't going back.
For whatever. That was Brother Bertrand John, in his own way, telling you why he is standing with the new National Party, to bring back pride and dignity to our people. As we continue to go, quite some speakers still are watching them here. Oh, they're looking good. But I just want to, in our midst, call to the front of the platform two prominent people that I have noticed in the crowd. But by the way, I want to remind you too that the next meeting, you know, Uncle used to call him meeting and them as Brother Baptiste called the name earlier on. He said, Jumbo, people, man, people all over the place. So our next Jumbo will be in St. George, Southeast. I'm not sure of the exact place, but by Brother Boeing. Yeah. So as soon as we have it, but that's next Wednesday, the 24th. And then the Friday, which is the 26th, we normally have a sweet lime by the party office, as we call it, the official headquarters. It's a little fundraiser, but it's a time to associate with each other, play little games, whether it's cards or dominoes, eat the best at a sauce and barbecue you can find, you know, and rub shoulders with each other. So I'm just telling you about it so you can join. Next Wednesday, we're in St. George, Southeast, and then the Friday immediately after that by our headquarters. Sister Lorena Waldron from St. Andrews, Northwest, just come forward and take a bow. Just take a bow in the house, supporting and helping us. Yes? And I tell you, Last night was jumbo. What? A fella called me. He said, boy, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. The Prime Minister don't live in St. David's now. Otherwise, last night he might have get a heart attack. I want you to put your hands together for Sister Nolan Thompson. Please, we were with you last night. Take a bow. Let the people of St. Patrick see you. Yeah? NNP. Nice people. Yes? We have a lot of them. But let's move on. The business at hand. Because while we're joking NNP, we're serious too. Yeah? And we have to get it going. Yes? She has been with us. She's a royal lady. She has given representation election after election. She is from Sunset City. Yes? Let's put our hands together for the parliamentary representative of St. Mark's, Sister Clarice Mothers Corwin.
I know who I'm voting for. NNP I'm voting for. Tell me who you're voting for. NNP we voting for. So let's keep moving. The economy growing. Let's keep moving.
Mike, behave yourself.
Thank you to our General Secretary and the best MC in the whole Caribbean, Brother Roland Bowler. Good night, Rose Hill. Good night, Rose Hill. What happened? All right. I hope we get a little strength after. Brothers and sisters, good night to all. I want to recognize on the head table our hard-working, dedicated political leader, Sister Emmeline Pear, and soon to be the next and the first female Prime Minister of Grenada, Carriacou Petit Martinique, Honorable Emmeline Pear, to the chairman of our party and the multi-times Prime Minister, longest serving Prime Minister of Grenada, Carriacou Petit Martinique, Honorable Dr. Keith Claudius Mitchell. We have a lady with passion for the youth of our country who has shown what she can do before and ready to do more. Honorable Sister Kate Lewis. And to the next representative for St. Patrick East, Brother Bochan James, Brother BJ, John, Brother BJ. And of course, the next representative for the West, St. Patrick West, Brother Zulani. And to all the others on the platform. And to those listening at home. And to those listening in the diaspora. Good night to everyone. Brothers and sisters, I greet you as a devoted patriot of Grenada, Carriacou Petit Martinique. Brothers and sisters, I am one who has been in the trenches working with a very hard-working cabinet. And I have worked as Minister for Health on 2 occasions, brothers and sisters. And I am proud to have been involved with a team that has demonstrated excellent and unparalleled leadership in Grenada, Carriacou Petit Martinique in the person of Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell. And to all my colleague ministers from the past who were in cabinet, because I'm going to speak on health. And I thought about the team in leadership in Grenada when I was a minister of health. And I thought about the support that I had from the leader of our party, the leader of our cabinet, and the leader of our country, Dr. Mitchell, when we had needs, and how others supported. And I'm asking myself, where is the support for health for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? Brothers and sisters, I am so proud to have been a part of the team that laid the foundation for the upgrade in the diagnostic department of the General Hospital. We never had a CT scan before. NNP brought CT scan into the General Hospital, brothers and sisters. The upgrade of accident and emergency, such a pleasant place to go to, but it is fast becoming unpleasant. Good sitting X-ray, technicians, everybody there. Nowadays, if you go to accident and emergency, they're asking you if you could help the patient to walk. It don't have wheelchairs, brothers and sisters. It don't have wheelchairs in a wonderful facility that was set up by the new National Party. Brothers and sisters, I recall working with a team during the time of COVID. It's not long ago when we faced COVID head on, and we did what we had to do, and we managed COVID so that we could bring back tourism into Grenada, so that we could bring back healthy people to their work, brothers and sisters, and so that persons who had to stay at home could go back out to school, to work, and to make this country vibrant again under the new National Party, brothers and sisters. That is the team I worked with. Brothers and sisters, I worked with that team. And I remember our present political leader. She headed the team that worked assiduously on the National Health Insurance. We call it NHI. Because we recognized that you could not pay every time $150, $200 for a doctor. We realized that not every time you could purchase medication, brothers and sisters. And we knew that the government alone could not shoulder the burden of the cost of health care. But we did an excellent job, I can tell you. And I'm going to talk about the medication in a while. But we knew that we needed the National Health Insurance. And so a lot of work was done on that, brothers and sisters. And when the new government came, they scrapped it. And I heard the Prime Minister of this country say, well, you can't do everything one time. But some of the things they're doing could be put aside so that important things could be done for our country, like the National Health Insurance. So many things we could think about, like the traveling every day, like the monies they spend for rental, for the monies that they pay people, their supporters, their activists, to do work that they cannot deliver on, brothers and sisters. That would go a long way to making a difference, brothers and sisters. So, brothers and sisters, I remember when our present chairman, he was the Minister of Finance then, and we used to purchase medication from an institution in the region called the OECS PPS. And what they used to do was to source cheap drugs. Not all drugs, you know. They used to source good drugs, but cheaply, so that we can have access. You know, when we hear about people who have to skip days because they cannot buy the medication. One gentleman said to me, he is using a drug called Mycardis. And in 2022, that medication costs $60. In 2025, that same medication costs $190, brothers and sisters. More than 3 times what it cost then. If we do not have a national health insurance, and if we do not have a minister for finance who cares about the people, if we do not have a government who cares about the people, if we do not have a prime minister who cares, because all of them sitting in the cabinet make decisions where the money should spend. And if they had paid the OECS PPS, then they would be getting medications, so they don't have to wait when they feel a pain behind the neck to take a tablet, brothers and sisters. That time your pressure gone way out of line already. That didn't used to happen under the New National Party. If people skip, they skip for themselves. But we made sure the medication for the sugar, for the pressure, was there in the government pharmacy so that the people could have access to it, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, that teamwork and that caring that we had allowed us to achieve so much. The Guelph Polyclinic, the NDC received it fully equipped. Now it's empty, brothers and sisters. Up to now, they cannot tell us on the whole Western Corridor, because that was designed to serve the people of St. Patrick, St. Mark, St. John, so they do not have to go all the way to St. George, brothers and sisters. But now, it is just there. And yes, it does serve a little purpose, but it's a far cry from the purpose that it was intended to. So everybody don't have to run to the general hospital. People would have service 24/7, and there would be people who would man that polyclinic for that period of time. It's not happening. Brothers and sisters, you ask about the Sotes Polyclinic medical station. Sometimes the nurses are not there. Sometimes those who sleep there, that is the rest period, and there's nobody to take over from them, brothers and sisters. It is a lot worse than before. These things never happened under the New National Party, brothers and sisters. So we know that healthcare is expensive. And one of the things that the New National Party would do when you restore us into office again is to ensure that we speedily move to continue the work for the National Health Insurance and implement it in the shortest possible time. So every little man in Rose Hill and other places in St. Patrick, in St. Mark, in all of the parishes, that they can have access to health care and they can have access to medication, brothers and sisters. That is what the New National Party is about. Brothers and sisters, but our present Prime Minister told us in his own words that the government is not prepared to pay for medication for you. So if you're not working, if they fire you from your job, if you get your subjects and you sit down home, brothers and sisters, or if you have a few children to take care of, and with the cost of living, and others spoke about it before me, so I will not go there. If you are having those kinds of difficulties, well, we know that Crapo smoke our pipe, brothers and sisters. He said no free healthcare anywhere in the world. But as people in America, as people in England, there is free healthcare in other countries in the world, brothers and sisters. But what he was saying is that there will be no free healthcare for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, brothers and sisters. You know, the Prime Minister, as the leader of the country, he has a right, he has a prerogative to make his decision. So he made his decision. He's not paying for medication for us. But I want you to ask yourself, is that decision the right decision for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? Although he could make it, but what gives him the right to determine how the monies that belongs to us should be spent, brothers and sisters, when he spends it on frivolous things that are not important to Grenada, and he denies the people who need it of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? So, brothers and sisters, we have to ask, why is the polyclinic that was built in St. John to serve the whole western side and anybody passing through, why is it not functioning as it should, brothers and sisters? Why is it that we not taking care of people with what we call chronic disease. The diabetes, which some people call sugar, the pressure, the hypertension, and the ever-increasing incidence of cancer, brothers and sisters. People are suffering because our government of the day is choosing to have a joyride while the people suffer. They don't care about us. And so some of you hide because you're afraid of them. But brothers and sisters, the more you hide, the more you keep silent, is the longer you let them stay. But we know the election is coming soon. We know it's coming soon, brothers and sisters. We have to do what we have to do. And just how we disenfranchised us with one stroke of the pen, brothers and sisters, with one stroke of the finger, we will remove him from that seat. They came with some empty promises, and some people believed them. And some people voted for them, and that's their right. But we know that all they have for us is empty promises. And the sooner we get rid of them, the sooner we will save Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique from her. But brothers and sisters, there is something that I must talk about. And Brother Bola, I will not be long. We must talk about Project Polaris. Because they are trying to tell Grenadians that that is the answer for health care. When you have pain, when you cannot buy your sugar medication, and you cannot buy your pressure medication, when you have cancer and you have to get some medication, what can Project Polaris do for you now, brothers and sisters? And so I want to talk to you in a sober way. Because when they started, they did a lot of PR, and they're good on that. Picture, a lot of videos. And they said they had a team. And they used a big word. A team, a philanthropic team. They are going to be looking for the money for the new hospital. And then a few weeks ago, when they had the Afro-Caribbean Conference, Afro-Exim, Caribbean, whatever convention, they made big announcement. They said they're getting how many 100 million for the hospital. But brothers and sisters, you have to listen to what comes after that. And regardless of your political affiliation, regardless to who you like, who look young, who wearing slippers when he should wear shoes, regardless of that, brothers and sisters, you have to think. You have to think and you have to listen. Because two things are very striking. After that conference, whoever the person was, he was giving a summary of the different Caribbean islands that would get money for different projects. I don't know if he missed it. I don't know if he forget. But the Project Polaris is not on that list, the final list that tells you which Caribbean islands, other Caribbean islands with other projects getting, and Project Polaris wasn't there. So I thought it was a mistake. But then I went to the throne speech. I expect to hear now that thing signed for the contract for the nice big hospital that we have to get. Brothers and sisters, I listened attentively. And then I read. And the only thing they promise us, they promise again, and we know how they does not keep their promise. They do not keep their promise. The only thing they promise us is a month's salary from the ministers. And as I said the other day, well, they get enough and they're tired. And all of them set so they could give us 1 month's salary. That can do Project Polaris. And then they say they're coming to you. They're coming to Grenadians at home and Grenadians abroad to get money to build the hospital. So one thing you know, he don't have no money for Project Polaris. And I challenge them to come to us, all of us as citizens of Grenada, and show us where this money is coming from. So they know they have to call election just now because they cannot continue with that kind of way they rule in the country. So they come with that to blind my pretty picture. I tell you, the picture's looking good. But nothing behind the pictures, brothers and sisters. There is no money. So what we're saying, with whatever little is left, to the Prime Minister of this country, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, and the team, because we cannot blame one person for what is happening in health, because we as a team set the example. When I had to go to meetings with the OECS PPS and we owe our money, and I went to the Minister for Finance and the Prime Minister, he made sure I went up with a check so that every one of us could have medication available to us. We cannot blame one person. We cannot blame the minister alone. We have to blame the whole of cabinet, because they should stand up and realize that the people who voted for them are suffering. Brothers and sisters, when we were restored to office, I spoke about the National Health Insurance. We have a hospital that's been upgraded under the new National Party. The first thing we will do is to make sure there is medication in the hospital, that you have reagents for the lab tests, brothers and sisters, and we'll make sure that you have proper treatment for cancer and research for cancer, brothers and sisters. Why is Grenada having the highest incidence of cancer in the whole of the Caribbean? This new National Party will ensure that we do that. Brothers and sisters, we have been there before, as the other said. We have been tried and tested, and we have done it in more difficult times than now. The NNP will do it again, brothers and sisters. So with one swipe of the finger, we will get them out. And you bring a party, and in short time, in short order, the new National Party will restore proper health care to Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martin. Brothers and sisters, I thank you.
Call them, wake them, tell them, we voting NNP again.
We thank Dr. Modeste. She didn't only tell us what used to happen, she tell us what will come through after you keep the promise of voting NNP. Yes, time to chase those crazy bullets. You know, she said, they make decisions and spend the money where they want. So they can't buy medication for the country. But the Prime Minister refused to live in the house that the country provides for him. The house where every other Prime Minister before him lived. They have rats and cats and I don't know what else running in and out of the house, paying security and cleaning the yard. And then he take the money that he can't buy medication with, and he paying $25,000 a month to rent a place. But you know what a guy tell me? Well, he didn't must rent anyway, because he doesn't be in Grenada anyway. So, anyway, we got to move. The time is running down. Speaker is to go still. Now, Mr. DJ, a fitting music for the father of the house. The man who helped build the foundation. The man who ensured, as you heard Mr. Baptiste explain earlier on, ensured that Grenada become a better and a more prosperous country. And the man who is still willing to fight and to toil and to be a part of the team to ensure that NNP returns to government once more, so that you, the people, not only of Rosehill, but of Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique, can live a better and more prosperous life. Put your hands together and let's welcome Dr. Mitchell.
The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. We moving on. The house solid.
Okay. Rosehill, good evening, good evening. Good evening, Rosehill. Whenever I'm in Rosehill, I feel I'm back home. But let me say here, First of all, let me recognize your distinguished political leader. And of course, as Sister Clarence just said, we hope to be the first female Prime Minister of this country. And you know the Prime Minister job is a serious one. I had it for 23 years. There's a lot of headache in it, but if you care about people, you will solve problems for people, not about yourself. That is what the NNP is about, sisters and brothers. And I recognize the two caretakers of St. Patrick's West, Brother Janani and Brother BJ of St. Patrick East. And I want to make the point, sisters and brothers, when you're going to vote, you're not just voting for an individual. You are not voting for an individual. Sometimes you hear somebody saying, I don't like this man, I don't like this person. Sisters and brothers, you're voting for a team of men and women that will help build your country and provide benefits for you and your children and your grandchildren. It's not about just liking somebody, because a lot of people like some people that the last election, they talk nice and they say he sound like a nice man. He young and nice, he thin and small, and he wearing slippers. He sung nice, but what you get afterwards? What did we get afterwards? So you vote for people who is part of a team of men and women who are committed to development of the country and to bringing benefits to all the people of your land. Tonight, sisters and brothers, you have heard me many, many times, and I'm going to be there to talk to you a lot of times again. But we have had a long night. And as far as I'm concerned, you have seen my works, and I'm there with the team. But I wanted you tonight to listen to your future Prime Minister and the leader of our party, because that is going to be the key person pulling us forward and pulling this country forward with a united team. So I am not going to be along with you at all tonight. I just wanted you to see me, to see that I'm looking well and happy, and continue to have the strength to help the team to continue to work, to build this country, to remove it from the hands of these imposters, and to bring back decency in government again. People who care about people. Sisters and brothers, Rose Hill has a rich political history. I remember the days as a young boy. I would travel up to all over where them public meetings, the GLP having meetings, because my parents were very strong GLP people. Wherever you hear the name, I will Gary today. And sisters and brothers, you remember the sacrifice of Eric Matthew Gary. Many of us would not be standing here tonight had it not been for the sacrifice of this man. And sometimes we forget the good some people do. And sometimes we talk only about their mistakes. And that's one of the things we have to learn, to appreciate goodness of people. When the time of service they give us, we must remember them. And that is why, sisters and brothers, all the other leaders of this country came and they made sacrifices. They were not perfect. None of us consider ourselves perfect, because the only perfect man or woman in this world is the man Jesus Christ, sisters and brothers. So therefore, Herbert Blaise was Prime Minister of this country, and he gave his service and sacrifice. He made a lot of sacrifice. George Brezan was Prime Minister. He made a lot of sacrifice in education. Ben Jones did the same thing. Nicholas Braffett. And whatever you could say about Tillman Thomas, he did serve and he made sacrifices. But today we have a Prime Minister who you never heard anything about, who cared nothing about people. But he's talking down to every one of us like little children, sisters and brothers.
Today I was listening, you know. You don't know when this man in the country. And I listening, he's now in Venezuela. Listen that one. The man now in Venezuela hugging up Maduro and telling Maduro he going to put himself as a mediator between him and Trump. Trump, the man, Lord have mercy. We in trouble, you know. We in trouble. The man said he go talk to Trump about the problem with Venezuela. My friends, I need to tell you much more, you know. I don't need to tell you much more, but to say to you, you have to have people in government that understand, as Brother Batty said, understand diplomatic relations, that understand the business of governing, that understand the world that we're living in, and the things we should say and the things we should not say. Today, as far as I'm concerned, it's not just about NNP. It's not about a political party. The struggle we are now in and the fight ahead of us is to rescue Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And therefore, Brother Michael Batista was on a platform. He didn't tell you he's a member of the NNP. He's a Grenadian fighting for the rescue mission of this country. Therefore, that's our fight, and that is my fight. That is my struggle, because I watch the struggle of poor people in this country. I watch the suffering taking place, and we cannot take it anymore. And that is why, sisters and brothers, as I said to you, I am here to help continue the building of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. I have given over 40 years of my life in this politics, and I am here to continue that struggle. I'm not expected to be a candidate in the election, but I'm expected to be right there with the NNP when it's elected to help serve the people of this country and to provide advice to the team that you select to run your country. Therefore, tonight, sisters and brothers, I said I will be here with you again. This is just the start of the campaign. But I want you to listen carefully to the person that will be the head of the government of this country. So I say to you, I will be there with you. Do not worry. I ain't going anywhere. I am there. We will win the next election with your support. Thank you and good night.
The house solid and the pillar strong.
Real solid, real solid. Built with stone. You remember when they used to refer to Dr. Mitchell like that? Foundation built in stone. So we're solid. So, my friends, we're moving on with a solid house. With unity and progress. We're building on the foundation that this man and the previous team had set. So, you ready for your Prime Minister in waiting? I ain't hear that. You ready for your Prime Minister in waiting? Well. Who am I to deny you? I want you, my dear brothers and sisters, to raise your voices and to put your hand together. She has been a good student. She has learned well. She has risen to the occasion. She is ready and willing to serve. Let's give her our support. I bring to you Sister Emmeline Pierre.
Thank you, Mr. DJ, thank you. We have some important business to attend to.
Brothers and sisters,
I want to begin by recognizing distinguished persons on the platform tonight. And to start with a former Prime Minister of Grenada, Carriacou and P.T. Martinique, the chairman of the New National Party, most outstanding former Prime Minister of this country, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. I want to also recognize my sisters, first of all. Let's say ladies first. I recognize Sister Clarice, Sister Nolan, Sister Lorena, and of course, the handsome men on the platform, Brother BJ, Brother Pablo, and Brother Jelani. Let me recognize tonight all of the Grenadians online, whether at home or in the diaspora. And you know I love to say this, we welcome every single one of you, including those of you who are not supporters of this party, because for us this message is not just political. This message is about the future of our country, and I know some of you care deeply about Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique. And I want to recognize tonight all of the supporters of NNP who are here tonight, the men and women of Rose Hill. I say good night to every single one of you. NNPites! NNPites! The house solid! I said the house solid! Tonight, the progress stopped already. Tonight I want to say a very, very special good night to the people of Rose Hill. And somehow my attention has just been drawn to the men who are sitting in the shop nearby, looking on at the meeting. I want to say a special good night to you. I assume that you are from Rose Hill. We greet you in a special way as well. Tonight we are here because of you, the people of Rose Hill. It is the only reason we came here tonight. Tonight we are here to say to you, as many of the other speakers said, we feel your pain. But we don't just feel your pain. We are standing with you. We are standing for you. We are standing on your behalf tonight. Brothers and sisters, the reason we are standing tonight is because too many Grenadians are fed up with the situation in this country. Too many Grenadians are calling on the New National Party to be their voice, to represent them, and to do what is necessary to return to office. I say to you tonight, we are not going to fail you. You can count on us. You can count on us. And I believe one of the fundamental reasons that you can count on us, we have been tried, we have been tested, and we have proven before that we are capable of delivering. And that is why we are standing with you tonight. I give you the assurance, brothers and sisters, that we are building a stronger team. And we are doing this not for ourselves, but we are doing this for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique. We are ready to serve you again. Brothers and sisters, a lot has been said tonight about our fishermen. But I want to add one or two things. Maybe a few things that are more current. Brothers and sisters, I'm so proud of this party of which I belong, because it took the NNP to force the administration in office to draw up a schedule to meet with the fishermen of this country. For the last week and a half, we've been calling them out for the lack of respect to the farmers of this country, and they finally decided to start those meetings. But you know what is painful? Most people in this country know it, that most of the fishermen who will be affected by the impending ban are fishermen from Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Can you imagine, brothers and sisters, that they were left out of the schedule that was created by the government of this country? But they're paying attention, because just a few days ago, they reported to myself and Brother Cox the level of disrespect that is meted out to them. Not just that, they said to us that when the government wanted their vote, the Prime Minister said Petite Martinique, Carriacou, and Grenada. They are smart people. They are paying attention, and they are noting very well that after this administration got what they wanted, it went back to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. I asked tonight, I asked the Prime Minister of this country, I asked the Cabinet, what do you have against the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique? You know, yesterday they had their first meeting with the fishermen. One fisherman reported to me, he said the only person on the government team that seemed to know what they were about was the permanent secretary, P.S. Williams. Now I find it very difficult to understand how a permanent secretary from Carriacou and Petite Martinique could leave out the people and the fishermen of Carriacou and Petite Martinique from the consultation process. So I call out Brother Williams tonight, and I say to you, have a heart for the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. They didn't get their name on the passport, but I say put them on the consultation list so their voices can be heard on such an important matter. Brothers and sisters, I say to the fishermen of Carriacou, the fishermen of St. Patrick, St. Mark, St. Andrew, St. John, I say to all the fishermen of this country, do not lose hope. Do not lose hope. I say to you, there's not much confidence that you can have in your government, but you can trust Almighty God, and you can do what you can do for yourself. And the NNP is here to support you, and we will be coming back to defend you and to protect you and to put systems in place so that your livelihood would always be protected. Brothers and sisters, this fisheries matter is not a simple one. And the one last thing I'm going to mention tonight that wasn't said earlier is that this matter has serious implications, not just for the fisheries sector, but for the agriculture sector. And you know why? A Amerijet comes here to take the fish from Grenada to the US. And when they come here, they take our soursop and other agricultural products. But do you know the majority of the cargo is the fish? And we have to ask ourselves, will they come as frequent as they did before? Will it be economical for them? And that is why this administration cannot afford to play around with such an important matter. We need an administration that doesn't panic when crises come. We need an administration like the NNP that would find solutions to problems and stop blaming people and stop cursing people, but deal with the problems that you have at hand. Brothers and sisters, I want to speak quickly about the issue of security, because right here in Rose Hill, right here in St. Patrick, I believe that every citizen is concerned about their security. Brothers and sisters, mothers cry themselves to sleep over their sons who lost their lives recently. Brothers and sisters, children are crying themselves to sleep because they lose their fathers. Communities are still grieving over the casualties of gun violence. Brothers and sisters, innocent people Imagine you standing on Wall Street trying to buy something to eat. Imagine you standing in Rose Hill Junction just relaxing maybe, and someone just passes by, takes out a gun, stop the car, and just shoot a bullet in your foot. This is a real story of what has happened in my own constituency. And I said to somebody, this happened just a few feet away from a crusade that was in progress. The situation is real. But brothers and sisters, when I look at how this administration is dealing with serious business, I get worried. I get very worried about the future of this country as it relates to national security. Brothers and sisters, this ought not to be taken lightly. And so tonight I say to you, the government in a recent statement, one minister speaking on behalf of the government drew reference to a Caribbean country, I'm not going to call the name, and they said we need to learn from the people of that country. We need to take a page from their book. And she said, when there is crime in that country, they don't talk about it. When there is crime, it is not reported in the news. But I want to say to the administration, silence doesn't mean that crime is going to be reduced. Because guess what? In that very country, there's been 25 murders for the year so far. And it is predicted that by the end of the year, that figure will double. Brothers and sisters, people don't talk because they want to spread bad news on this country. People are talking because they are concerned about their very lives. But I believe what they are most concerned about is the laid-back attitude of our government as it relates to national security. Brothers and sisters, I don't propose that we go there announcing statistics on crime to the world. But I propose that our government need to get up and do something serious about the crime situation in this country before it's too late. Brothers and sisters, the authorities need to stand up and to put the house in order and to take their business serious. Because I say to you tonight, look at Trinidad. Look at Trinidad where they are today. They didn't start there. It was a very peaceful country. And it didn't happen overnight. And I say to you, we cannot afford to go to sleep on the situation of crime in this country. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Our government needs to ensure that we have a national strategic policy, a national strategic plan for crime prevention and reduction in this country. If we don't do that, we are spinning top in mud. If we don't do that, we are shooting ourselves in the foot. And I call on this administration again tonight, get your house in order. Settle down and mind your business. Brothers and sisters, we want a government that would implement solutions, practical solutions to the problem that we face. We don't want a government that's making a bad situation worse. And that is what is happening in this country. Let me show you why. Brothers and sisters, many police officers, we depend on them day and night. While we are sleeping, they are protecting this country. They sacrifice their very lives to protect us. And I say to you, have more respect for our police officers. But brothers and sisters, the sacrifices many of our police officers make, the level of victimization that they are experiencing is unbecoming for this administration. The level of victimization of police officers because of their perceived political affiliation must stop, because our country and the future of our country is at stake. Brothers and sisters, the morale of police officers I believe it is at its lowest in the history of this country, and our administration needs to check what is happening with police officers throughout the length and breadth of this country. Our administration needs to do a check. How many police officers have retired before reaching the age of retirement? Do an assessment and check what is happening under your nose. Police officers are leaving the service experience. Police officers leaving with their knowledge and their skills. And I say to you tonight, I'm not talking about my husband tonight. My husband has a voice, and I challenge him to speak for himself. I'm speaking about every other police officer tonight. Brothers and sisters, 5 weeks. Police officers are being trained for 5 weeks. Can you imagine that there are police officers going out in the street, have not been trained how to use a firearm? But you know what is sad? That is not the worst. You know what is the worst? Visit a police station at any time and ask for the officer in charge and hear what you'll be told. Most times, junior officers manning stations in this country. We are heading for a disaster. We need to turn course. We need to turn course as it relates to national security. We will not be able to deal with what we're looking for. Brothers and sisters, the situation is dire. It is serious. And I'm speaking from a point of knowledge because I converse with police officers not just in my constituency, but throughout the length and breadth of this country. They call, they complain, they are concerned because their voices are not being heard. And as I said to you, they are victimized because of their perceived political affiliation. But even worse, we see the appointment of officers in certain positions. And you know that those appointments are strictly based on perceived political affiliation, because they get it wrong sometimes. Brothers and sisters, in many cases, square pegs in wrong hole. And why am I raising this issue? Because national security is a serious matter. Whether we rise or fall, national security is critical. And so it ought to be treated not as something you just play with as a football, but some serious attention must be given to national security in this country before it's too late. We used to be the gold standard when it comes to national security. I'm worried because most of the expertise, most of the experience are on the outside rather than on the inside right now. Brothers and sisters, let me draw a connection, because this is not in isolation. We can worry about national security. We can worry about our safety. But I want to show you another reason why this must be taken seriously. While we have a threat, brothers and sisters, to national security in this country due to poor governance and poor leadership, on top of that, we know that the cost of living is rising significantly and consistently. Brothers and sisters, food prices up, medication up. And when you have a situation like this, you are sending more people into poverty. People cannot feed themselves. Brothers and sisters, when people cannot find their basic needs, it is not my opinion, it is not my thought. Research has shown us that what is going to happen is that you are going to have an increase in crime. Because when you deny people, when you hold back on their basic need, they find ways to find their basic needs, unfortunately. And I'm saying to us in this country, I'm saying to the leadership of this country, do not trivialize the issue of national security. Do not trivialize the correlation, the relationship between national security and rising cost of living. We are in a serious situation right now. Brothers and sisters, do not underestimate the relationship between rising cost of living, national security issues and concern, and violence in the home. There are too many things at stake for us to continue on the road that we are going. And I ask this administration, stop, assess the situation, and do something to make a difference in this country. Brothers and sisters, the wastage, the corruption that is taking place, all of that is linked to a situation that is going to cause the further deterioration in the security issues in our country, the state of national security. And I'm saying to you, we are on the wrong path in this country. So tonight, brothers and sisters, I say to you, mindful of the time, I say to you, we have decisions, important decisions to make. But you know what? Whether this country goes forward, whether this country goes backward, the decision lies in your hands. The decision is up to you. What happens to the future of this country? And so I say to you tonight, if you care about Grenada, if you love your country, I say to you, forget about color. I say to you, forget about party and vote for the new national party, because it is the best choice for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. I say to you, we've had most of our peaceful days under the leadership of the new national party, under the leadership of Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. We cannot allow this to go down the drain. We cannot sacrifice the hard work, the loyalty, the commitment of those former commissioners, those former police officers who have gone before. I call on you tonight and I ask you the very serious question. Are you prepared to be the change for betterment in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique? Are you prepared to put aside your likes and dislikes for a future that will be bright for your children, a future that would be brighter for your grandchildren? Because Grenada is bigger than all of us. And so I say to you tonight, search yourself and ask yourself, what do you need to do? And let me help you. Every single person that will vote the new national party into office, I say to you, make sure that they are registered. Make sure that you do whatever you have to do to preach the message of hope of the new national party to the people in your community, even the people in your home, because we cannot take the future of this country for granted. And tonight I say to you, I am confident, with God by our side, with our faith and our trust in God, with our conviction that God is able, that we are going to do this together. Not for ourselves, but for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique too. Brothers and sisters, I say to you, have a good night, but think about your country, think about your future, think about the future of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, and stand on the right side. Stay on the right side, the side of the new national party. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
I love you, Lord.
Stand, let us stand, and let us hold hands, and let us thank God for how far He has brought us.
I've been held in your hand.
He will give us strength
from the moment that I wake up until I lay my head. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good, yes. Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. You know I love your voice, for you have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. You know I've known you as a father. You know I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. Oh yeah, all my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good and so good. Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Ooh, yeah. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything, oh Lord. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Come make we sing it again. Your goodness is running after. Oh, no, no, no.
We wish to thank everyone, all our platform speakers, and to thank you, all of you, Rose Hill and surrounding villages that had turned out tonight. Let's go home understanding that we have one thing to do: protect this country. Just one quick housekeeping matter. The Child Protection Authority, they will be having a meeting for parents tomorrow afternoon at the River Sally Government School from 5 p.m. Please, make the time, go listen to what they have to say. And they tell me to tell you as well, Rose Hill, River Sally, the villages around, that they are providing refreshment. I'm just telling you as they told me. Tomorrow evening, River Sally Government School from 5 p.m.